Okay, so we're doing supernatural, right?
Superstition.
Superstitious things. Wait, what is it? Superstitions.
Superstitions and I guess folklore, but I guess it's folklore.
Okay, so third time's the charm.
Is it third or 15?
Oh, this is our 15th.
Okay.
But welcome to Southern and City podcast.
I wasn't ready.
With your hosts.
It's Kaylee.
Kaylee.
And Shelby.
What's your last, how do you say your last name? Terry?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's got 5 letters. It's pretty straightforward. What'd you do this weekend?
Absolutely nothing. Just prepping the house to get it sold.
Nice. If you're listening and you're looking to buy a house in Powell, hit us up.
Not gonna say the address, but if you are listening, what did you do?
I did nothing. Yay.
That's a good weekend.
I slept all night Friday. I went to a friend's house yesterday, and I took a nap before I came over here.
Nice.
And I ate dinner, so that's nice. But yeah, so we're talking about superstitions today, and I tried to pick some southern superstitions. I feel like there are definitely some more southern superstitions, and superstitions is hard to say.
I want to say superstitions.
Superstitions.
That's what I would say.
Superstitions. Do you feel like you had an easy time picking yours, Shelby?
You know what I picked? Okay.
Are you going to list them? Oh.
I picked 2 that I always followed and still follow, and 1 that I never heard of.
When I was reading through them, there are some that I follow that I didn't understand that I followed.
Yeah, like you didn't know it was a superstition and you were following it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one, yeah,
go on.
So one that I didn't pick, that I'll just talk about briefly, is that you don't eat the ends of the loaf of bread. You're not supposed to eat those. Why? Especially before the middle. Because you will have trouble making ends meet if you eat the loaves of bread. I mean, I just don't eat them because they're crappy pieces of bread. But I always thought that was weird. I was like,
that's
wow.
Interesting. I didn't know that was a superstition.
Maybe people just made that a superstition because the slices suck, but...
So when I was looking online because I was like, I don't know which one I don't know.
Yeah.
And I was going through it and like I kept reading it, and I saw like let me turn that on. I saw like all of them. I do.
Oh, you do? Like,
yeah.
That's me.
Yeah.
I hear you. So do you want to like just start? Do you consider yourself a superstitious person? Okay,
so let me start with that. So, I mean, if I follow all those, I went on like a list of 50. I follow all these superstitions. I guess, I didn't know this, but I guess I'm a very superstitious person. And I know this, that I fully, utterly believe on jinxing. Like, I won't say anything until absolutely everything has passed and I can't jinx it. So like, when Jameson...
Oh, I hear what you're saying.
So, like, when Jameson, I think he's asleep, I'm not going to say... I'm like, no one say he's asleep. Or you're going to jinx and he's going to wake up.
So that's a solid one that you believe in, like, all the time.
All 24/7. I don't jinx myself ever. Like, I cannot. Or else the opposite happens. And I do jinx myself every time.
Okay.
All right. Wait. Let me just... So, do you think of jinxes? Like, do you think you're a jinx? Or are you jinxable?
I guess when it comes to sports.
Oh, yeah.
Like, don't like to say things before those happen. I guess that's the only kind of superstition I really focus on. It's like if a game's on, just like, don't jinx it. Because I grew up in sports, and so that was a big thing.
Yeah.
So you don't ever want to count your win until you've won.
Sure.
But
yeah.
Other than that, I don't think so. I don't think I'm very jinxy.
Do you want to hear my first one?
Yeah. So let's start. Yeah. So now we're going to cover the superstitions that we picked.
Okay, I got a good one
to talk about. Okay.
I got a story with this one too.
Okay.
My first superstition is, it is lucky if a bird poops on you.
I have heard this.
Have you ever had a bird poop on you?
No. I've had a bird poop all over my car.
It doesn't count. Like bird bombs, like, because that's like a big structure. Okay, what I found for the origin was this belief possibly stems from the idea that if you have bad fortune. The tides will soon turn in your favor. So, like, obviously,
it's like a karma thing.
like, that sucks. The bird pooped on you, but nothing else can be worse that day. So it might, But what I don't think that's a good. What I think why it's good luck if a bird poops on you is because out of the millions of birds and the millions of people and the millions of places you can be, that bird dumped at the exactly right time for it to bomb your shoulder. That is lucky. You in general, that is lucky as hell for that single bird to take that single second to bomb on you.
I guess it was lucky for the bird.
It's lucky for everyone. The bird feels better and you got bombed on.
I don't consider that to be lucky.
I know, it's pretty gross. But, so...
the odds are very incredible.
Yeah. So you might be a lucky person. It's just luck. But as
I
rolled my eyes,
judging good fortune.
But so our sunroof was open in my family car, and like went into the grocery store, and as we come back, I'm like, Mom, what is this? It was on the like center console thing, the back seat. So like the bird had bombed, went through the sunroof and hit the back of the car like seat, She's like, oh, that's bird poop.
Oh god.
So that's like that's the only
bird poop story.
Yeah, I never actually got shit on, but where I was sitting got shit on.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm lucky, and I haven't. Maybe I should say
you're unlucky that you've never got shit on by a bird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's my first superstition, and I fully believe that. Like that's for that second that you were in the world, walking in that spot, a bird flew over you and pooped. You're
right. That the odds of that are so against your favor.
Yeah, and like that goes into like the crazy idea that like every second. Like, if you were to change 3 seconds, that would have changed 3 seconds. Right. Like, that's crazy to think about. The butterfly effect? I can't think of that. Like, that makes me, like, just my mind blown.
Who knew that bird poop would have such an effect on you?
That's right. What's yours?
Okay, so the first one I picked was painting your porch ceiling haint blue, is what they call it. They call it haint blue. And so, while this superstition spread throughout the South, it was, and it still is, most prominent in the Low Country, particularly South Carolina. They're descendants of slaves brought from West and Central Africa. After the war, they developed their own Creole that held fast to the beliefs passed down by their ancestors. One of them was the fear of haints or spirits. They believed that spirits could not cross over water, thus the blue color painted over the porch ceiling and doors was to ward off evil spirits. So the blue like represents water, and I have seen this before on some porch ceilings. So the spirit, it should be unable to cross into your home, basically.
That one's interesting.
It is interesting. It's interesting that that's the origin.
So that originated in the South.
No, it originated West and Central Africa, pretty much.
Oh,
was like the belief that
south.
Yeah, was the belief that
the other American
spirits couldn't cross over water. So when slaves were brought over against the rule, obviously, and were in the South, and then that got abolished and were able to have homes and that kind of stuff. So they were like painting on their ceilings. Does that make sense?
Yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah. So a lot of the superstitions that I found for the South were about warding off evil spirits and warding off the devil.
That's my next one. No, wait. Well, I guess my next two.
Which I think is really interesting. That a lot of those superstitions are down here. Do you feel like there's a lot of superstitions about evil spirits in the North?
I mean, I guess, because, like, the superstitions that I followed, being from the North, were just like normal superstitions, though. Like, yeah, like I never heard of like one that originated Northern Mason Dixon. Like I don't know one, but like when I was going through the internet, like the ones I found were just like basically Irish superstitions that I followed. I was like, oh,
I would love to know what makes one culture more superstitious than the other.
Yeah,
but maybe religious.
Yeah. I think a lot of it has to do with religion.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what's your next one?
Okay, so my next one is, and what I constantly always do, is hold my breath when I drive past cemeteries.
See, I never have done this.
Which sucks if you go past a really long cemetery and like you weren't ready for it and you see it coming up, you're like, oh crap. And you hold your breath. You're not ready for it. But
okay, so why do you hold your breath?
So I didn't know, I looked it up, but the reason why I always did it is just because out of respect, I thought, for the dead, because they're not breathing anymore. So I thought, if they can't breathe, I shouldn't breathe, so I hold my breath. Is what I thought I was doing. But I guess the superstition is this is typically attributed to the fairly obvious connection between breathing and life. In some Native American cultures, breathing near the dead was risky because you might inhale somebody's soul. So that's interesting.
Ooh, that gives me the heebie-jeebies a little bit.
Yeah.
So what my question is about the superstitions that you do practice. Who taught you to do that?
My sister. I don't know where she got it from, but she's like, all my superstitions, I think, like, some of them are from my mom, and, like, some of them are from my sister. But, like, some of them are the normal, like, black cat, crossing a path. Some of them are normal like that. But, like, this one, I distinctly remember my sister saying, hold your breath, Shelby. Like, she always told me to hold my breath. Like, all right. And I just chalked it up being like, oh, we're passing by a cemetery. They're dead. They can't breathe. I shouldn't breathe. So...
Interesting.
I didn't know that was a superstition, though. I just thought
I did read that as well when I was doing the research for these.
Yeah.
I say research. It's not like it's that.
Yeah, we did crazy research for this one. All right, what do you got?
Okay, so my next one is one that has been in my life ever since I was born. So, New Year's meal. So
I never heard of this one when you said it.
Really? Okay, cool. So this might be just specific to the South. But on New Year's Day, it is tradition to eat black-eyed peas and hog jaw, which I don't know necessarily what hog jaw is. It's pork, so just pork and black-eyed peas. So what this says is, this southern superstition has become one of... Say what? What are you saying?
Don't read off.
The southern superstition has become more of a tradition over the years, and it will be hard to find a home in the South not serving this on New Year's Day. Black-eyed peas are supposed to offer good luck for the coming year. Some Southerners will even tell you that each one pea that you eat is supposed to represent a day. So the more peas you eat, and peas they're beans, basically. They're called black-eyed peas, but they're beans. So the more beans you eat, the more lucky you're supposed to be throughout the year. So you can't just like eat a few, because then you're only going to have like 7 days good luck. And then this is what I thought was most interesting. That the pigs, the reason you would eat pig is because some Southerners will tell you that goes back to...
Goes back to... What?
I'm trying to find it. Okay, pork belly or the jowl will do good for this meal, and the superstition comes from pigs' behavior. Pigs like to root in at the ground with their snouts, typically in a forward movement. Similarly, in the tradition, that eating pork on New Year's is said to allow one to move forward. So that makes sense?
Yeah.
So it's kind of a stretch.
No, I mean, what?
But my grandmother makes them every year. Every year, that's what she's having. I called her this year. She's almost 90 years old. She makes it every day, or every year.
I can eat it.
I don't think I ever have. I don't think I've ever had a black-eyed pea. I'm doing okay.
Yeah. Your fortunes are up.
Had I maybe participated, I might be doing better. But yeah, so that's a very common one for me, at least. I don't know about any of my other friends if they've participated in this throughout the years.
Yeah, no, I can't do pork. Like, that's, like, I'm hardly hanging on to meat, right? Like, you were talking about but, like, pork is my number one. If it's not bacon, or if it's not, like, a Christmas ham, I can't do it.
I'm not even that big of a fan of ham.
No? Yeah,
like pork chops.
I can't do pork chops.
So good.
I just think of swine.
Oh, that's what it is.
I know.
Swines are pigs.
I just think of it. I'm like, swine.
All right, what's your next one?
My next and final one. Yeah. So this one is the one that I didn't know. Like, I never heard of before. Mm-hmm. This is leaving a hat on the bed is bad luck.
Why?
Okay, I told you this earlier. You're like, I want to know why. I'm like, oh, you better listen and find out. But all right. So the origin. Okay, so let me just read this. It's not that much. All right, believed to have believed to have started because people thought evil spirits lived in the hair.
Ooh, what?
It says, I'm not going to read it word for word. I'm just going to, because most likely, because like your hair is staticky, it says, so when you lift your hat up, the hair sticks to the hat, and then you hear the crinkling like of static electricity, and then it's still in the hat, so you hear it. So they think like your hair has transferred evil spirits to the hat. I'm sorry. That's dumb.
I mean, before people knew what static electricity
I guess.
was.
This had been real old then. But so if you took the hat off and put it on your bed, like the static electricity would transfer to the bed, and then they thought like the evil spirits from your hair went to the hat, went to the bed.
That's funny.
But another one said it's just kind of like, okay, so the scenario was like you went to your friend's house and you're wearing a hat, and the friend's like, let me take your hat and coat. And you're like, okay, here you go, and they put it on their bed. What if you have lice?
Oh, gross.
So then that lice in your hat transfers to the bed, and then your friend wakes up with lice in their hair. Like, it's just kind of gross to put if you have lice.
But it's very common for house parties to put everybody's stuff on the bed.
You're on the bed, yeah, I know. But yeah, so it's just like, I guess, evil spirits. They thought evil spirits are in the hat, but
static electricity is kind of the devil.
But I would like play with like the sheets in the bed at night and run my hand up and down. Like I'd lift it over my head, run my hand up and down, and like watch this in the pitch black and watch the static like electricity.
That's cool.
Have you ever seen like it?
Mm-hmm.
I love it. It's fun.
Yeah, science is fun.
Science is magic.
Science is magic. So my last one is like the bottle trees. So have you seen a lot of these?
Mm-mm.
You've never seen like wine bottles being hung in the trees in the South?
No, not in a real tree. I see the metal.
Like the metal trees.
Yeah, but I just thought that was art.
I always thought it was art too. So I found this though, and I thought that was really interesting. Saying that this was a superstition. So I would like to look a little more into this, but so basically it says this superstition was introduced by slaves brought from Central Africa, once again. A deeply superstitious people, they believed evil spirits could be caught in glass bottles placed outside. When the spirit was caught, one could cork the bottle and throw it into the river to wash it away. Eventually these bottles came to be put in trees, many believing it was sort of meddling of the bottles with graveside tradition of placing plates and sticks around the grave in honor of the dead. Either way, it spread like wildfire through the South. So I see them all the time.
Yeah.
So I thought that was interesting.
So, like, do you literally see it in real trees, though, or do you see it as, like, that art piece?
I've seen it both ways. And I'm thinking maybe, like, that's how it kind of stemmed as, like, artwork.
Yeah.
Was from these old trees. It makes me think of, there was a movie we watched when we were kids. I think it was Harriet the Spy. Did you ever watch that movie from, like, Nickelodeon?
No.
I'm pretty sure it was this movie, and in the movie there's this big tree, and it has like all of these bottles and like glass and mirrors. It makes me think of that tree. But I've seen several of these trees, but I've gone to like a lot of southern cities like Savannah and Charleston and that kind of thing, so I've seen this frequently.
Are they like shoved on a branch, or are they hanging?
Hanging mostly, I think, is the tradition.
I mean, that's pretty.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
But apparently it has terrible spirits in there, so.
So don't drink it.
Don't drink it. Cork it when you can, I guess.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I can see how that could be a superstition.
Yeah.
Because trees are creepy.
Yeah.
So, that might be why.
What other, like, other than what you've looked up, like, just rattle off a few, do you have superstitions that you follow?
Not maybe follow that I can think off the top of my head, but definitely there's more that I've heard throughout the years. Like, don't ever let anyone sweep your feet.
I never heard of that. Tell me.
So if you let someone sweep your feet, you won't get married. You won't find love.
I never heard of that.
Yeah. So I don't know. I didn't look that one up, but I don't know the thought process behind that. But yeah, so that's one. And then I don't know why, but anyways, and then also you're not supposed to lay your purse on the ground. It's supposed to be bad, like fortune for money. And obviously, like if your palm's itching.
Yeah. What is that money? You're gonna come into money?
So one palm's supposed to mean you're losing money, and one palm means you're getting money.
I looked this one up. Right palm is, I'm pretty sure. I don't have it right in front of me. Right palm is you're getting money. Left palm is you're losing money. Okay. Oh, the salt.
Oh, yeah, we gotta do one about the salt. Because I thought this was really interesting. Because I used to do this all the time. Because I worked in the restaurant business since I was like 14 years old. And I'd spill salt all the time. And I would always throw it.
Oh, okay. Well, me too. And I still do it. And I always, all the time, like, because I loved cooking when I was younger, I still do. So, like, I would spill salt. So I throw it over my shoulder, right? Mm-hmm. Kaylee, what shoulder do you throw it over?
It really probably honestly depends on what I'm doing at the time.
Okay, no, okay. So I always thought it was your right shoulder. It is supposed to be your left shoulder. I
wonder if that's because the majority of people are right-handed.
I wonder if your right shoulder is bad luck.
Maybe.
Maybe I've been giving myself bad luck this entire time.
You're doing all right.
I did the other night too. I threw it over and then like I was looking this up. I'm like, oh.
I think as I got older, I saw that as rude. So I just
what if you felt someone was salty?
Well, I was just like, well, I'm gonna have to sweep that up.
Yeah, later, I know. I don't do it in my kitchen because like I'm stepping on salt all day long. I'm like,
you have to go outside and throw it over your shoulder.
Not worth it. I got my luck. I'm good.
Or you turn around and just throw it over your shoulder into the dish of what you're doing.
A little salt here and there.
It's funny why salt. Oh, I did look something up that
because it wards off
evil spirits. That's right. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're supposed to. Oh, this is one superstition my mom always had me do in her house. She said, put a line of salt in front of your front door and back door, wherever your doors are. Put a line of salt, and then like we just put a doormat over it because it's supposed to, then it doesn't allow evil spirits into your house.
It also is great at warding off insects.
Oh, I think I know why. Well, I don't think it wards off insects. What I think I know why. Because like when the insect walks over it, it like gets cut and dies. Aww. Because like there's a specific powder that I would always get. Mm-hmm. It's really fine ground seashells, and like I would always line my garage door, like just my entire house around the windowsill because it's safe for like humans and dogs and animals and stuff. Mm-hmm. But it kills bugs because when they walk through it, like they get scratched and like basically stabbed to death.
Bugs.
So then they die, and it actually really does work because I'll see a line of bugs like right at the end of it.
Bug murder.
I don't know what it's called. I don't remember what it's called, but another one that I would always like, just like off like the top of my head. Yeah, I think I don't think the number 13 is unlucky. That's a superstition that 13 is unlucky.
Like some hotels don't even have like a floor 13 or.
But my mom's born on the 13th, so I don't think that's unlucky.
Yeah, I never really considered that one. Broken mirrors.
Yeah, I think that first of all sucks, and it's unlucky that mirror's broken. But then 7 years bad luck. But I looked it up, and it said because like you don't want to see what was it? Because like a long time ago, like when you see yourself in the mirror, it. Like you're seeing your soul or something and you don't want to see your soul distorted. That's why you don't want to look in a broken mirror, but let alone break the mirror is bad luck.
That makes sense.
And then what's another one? Black cat crosses your path.
I don't really get that one.
No, I don't either.
I don't like it when it happens.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like, oh shoot, that's bad luck. But
I do find myself saying stuff out loud. It's like, ooh, that's bad luck.
Yeah.
To other people.
What about?
They're like, shut up.
What about the umbrella?
Inside?
Yeah, opening inside.
I do that frequently because I like shake off the water when I get inside.
But no, if you enter the room with it open, that's fine. But like if you're, well, I don't know if that's fine. But like literally being in a room to open it, I feel like that's like against the law or something. Like
so it's something you never do. You never do.
Oh, I do it all the time.
Oh, you do.
But like, cause I think that's just like
a stupid one.
Yeah, like what's gonna like? I need this umbrella now. Like I'm not gonna wait till I'm outside already wet and then pop it open. Like no. I'm popping it open now. I need this.
I feel like with like the millennials and the further we go, superstitions are just going to die out. People are just going to be like, I don't have time for that. So they just don't pay any attention to it.
Okay, do you know the origin from not walking underneath a ladder?
I read this, but I don't remember what it was.
Okay,
I think we might have looked at the same website.
It started in Egyptian time.
Yes. Okay.
Because the triangle was sacred to the Egyptians, hence the pyramids. So if you walk underneath a ladder, you're disrupting like a triangle, and it's bad luck.
But they get buried inside of the pyramids.
But also, it's wait.
Did they have ladders in Egyptian times? Well, yeah, I guess so.
But also, I think starting, I don't know.
They have ladders? That was so stupid. Of course, they had ladders.
How they build all that stuff.
I don't know.
But I don't know where this one started. But like, also, it said it was bad luck to walk underneath the ladder because it looked like the spot where someone would hang themselves.
Ooh.
Like not, I mean,
yeah, like yeah, I hear what you're saying.
They're not gonna hang themselves off a ladder.
They've like climbed up a ladder and possibly hung themselves off a rafter. No, because then it would.
Yeah, off a rafter. So then it looks like.
So it's like symbolism.
Yeah.
And there was one that was like, you want to hang a mirror on your front porch.
Yeah.
To help ward off evil spirits.
Yeah.
And I don't know how that works, but I think it's always nice to have mirrors around.
Yeah.
So I like mirrors.
Yeah. I'll put them. I'll put
a mirror on the front porch.
Yeah. So I would hold my breath going through tunnels.
Yeah.
To make a wish.
Make a wish. Do that one. I'll still do that.
Yeah. I think it's just fun.
That's fun.
Wishing on shooting, like shooting star. Let me finish my sentence. But when I was reading these, I'm like, I didn't know these were like considered superstitions. I just thought.
I think those fall more under like the folklore.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I can see the shooting star thing just because it's an anomaly. It doesn't happen too often. Yeah. So it's considered to be a lucky situation.
The 4-leaf clover.
I have never found a 4-leaf clover my whole life. Go ahead.
Okay, I was going to say, you go ahead, because we're trying not to talk over each other, because we realized that was annoying on the other podcast. But my friend just posted on Instagram, she found 2 4-leaf clovers right next to each other.
I have a friend named Marcus, and he finds them literally all the time.
He must be lucky.
He finds them all. Do you know what he does?
What?
He eats them.
Oh.
Every single one he finds, he eats them.
Oh. He must be a leprechaun.
I would tell him that. I would tell him he's a leprechaun.
Can you say leprechaun in an Irish accent?
I can't do an Irish. I'm not good at accents.
Leprechaun.
What?
I mean, that was pretty good.
I'm not really a good accent person. I have a great Southern accent. I don't know if you know this about me, but I can do a really good Southern accent.
Okay, say white.
White.
No.
I can't undo it. So many years
ago.
That
is not how you say white. You just said it normal. You go, what? That's how you say it.
In normal conversation, yes. If you tell me to say it, I'm thinking about it.
I know.
So I used to get made fun of when I did an internship. No, not an internship. I had a summer job out in California. The summer before I graduated college. And I said, now I gotta think about it. What? Yeah. I said what? And see, I can't do it the way I used to do it. Anyways, they thought it was hilarious, and everybody got a good kick out of the way I said what. And then I consciously stopped doing that. And so then when I came back, my sisters gave me hell because I started saying ice and white and like pronouncing my I's instead of like a Y in there. And so now I can't even think about it or I'll not be able to say the word. So, but yeah. So that's superstitions.
Where are we at? Oh, I guess, yeah.
It's like a shorter one.
I do have many more that I follow.
You do? Well, then why didn't you bring them up?
Because I thought we were only doing 3.
No, do some more.
Well,
like when we were just
I'll just rattle them off.
Rattle them off, go.
Okay. Okay. Don't put your new shoes on a table.
Yeah.
Or maybe it is put your... First of all, I'm not going to put my shoes on a table regardless, new or old.
Sometimes I put my shoes on the table.
Do you?
Do you know if I'm carrying a bunch of stuff in and I like get back from a trip, like camping and stuff, and I've got like a bunch of crap in my arms, or if I have bought new shoes, like my kitchen table is like right there when I walk in. It's always been like that, like even at my parents' house. So if we've got a bunch of crap we're carrying, we just put it down.
It's so gross.
I mean, you clean the table, Shelby.
So
are you telling me you never clean your table?
I never wear my shoes in the house, is what I'm telling you.
Oh.
But that's also because I'm Japanese and I've been brought up not to wear my shoes in the house.
Yeah.
But anyway, I thought like if you left your, or maybe it is to put your shoes. I don't remember if it's put your shoes on the table or not. But I thought it was because like evil gnomes would crawl into your shoes at night. Is what I thought the superstition was. What other superstition? To lift your feet when you go over railroad tracks.
Oh.
Have you ever heard of that?
No.
Okay, when I was
like when you're driving?
Mm-hmm.
How do you possibly do that?
I mean, I'm not driving, but like when I was younger, we would lift our feet when we go over railroad tracks.
What if you walk on railroad tracks?
It's just when you're driving.
Okay, I'm just checking.
But you shouldn't walk over railroad tracks. That's sketchy.
I'm from the country. I do it all the time.
But we got in trouble if we went over playing by the railroad tracks.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. But yeah, you're supposed
My
to lift
parents
your
would
feet
take us to the railroad tracks.
to play on.
Not necessarily to play on, but we would go four-wheeling a lot. So we would just ride by the railroad tracks all the time. And they've got the cool rocks by the railroad tracks.
Yeah,
Have you seen those?
Yeah.
Those are pretty cool. So we would go there. And then when I was in high school, no, I was in college, we would go down there and put pennies on railroad tracks. And wait for
pennies. Do you pick?
I do. I do pick up a heads.
What is the saying? See a penny, pick it up all day, you'll have good luck.
Mm-hmm. I do pick up pennies. And sometimes, if I'm feeling like I'm already having a good day, I'll leave it for somebody else to find.
But then you have bad luck all day.
No.
You're supposed to pick it up, or else you have bad luck.
I've never heard that. I've heard if you pick it up and it's tails up, it's bad luck.
I always, if I saw tails up, I would flip it over so it's heads up and leave it for someone.
That's See, wouldn't that technically be bad luck?
But it would because it wasn't
if you're leaving it, it's heads up.
But I didn't see it heads up. I left it heads up for someone.
Okay.
And if it's a quarter, damn, I got 5 days of good luck going on right there. No, I don't think that's
25 days of good luck.
I mean, 25 days of good luck.
There you go. That's a pretty good one.
Mm-hmm.
Any more?
No, I don't think so. I mean, like I know I follow because when I was reading them, I'm like, yep.
What about stepping on cracks? Do you step on cracks?
Oh, I do step on cracks. But when I was younger,
yeah,
I definitely did not step on cracks because I thought I'd break my mother's back. I don't know where that started, but yeah. Do you want me to pull some up?
Yeah.
I mean, we are about 40 minutes in. Super sorry for the typing. Station. All right. What do you want me to look? Just like right here? I think this is where I looked before. But like, yeah, when I was looking through oh my god, no, not this. When I was looking through all these, I just saw like a whole bunch that I thought like, yeah, I did that too.
And like I said, I just don't consider myself a very superstitious person. I am a suspicious person.
Cover your mouth when you yawn, or you may allow a demon to enter your mouth.
I have heard that.
I never heard of that. I just thought it was rude to like let someone see into my gaping mouth. You know?
Mm-hmm. Well, I feel like that goes along with a lot of these. Like, it's just rude. So I'm going to make up something so you don't do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Ooh, nice list. All right.
Oh, right. Yeah, I've heard this one. An upright horseshoe nailed to a gate or post is supposed to be lucky.
Yeah, I heard that one.
And a lot of people put it above their doorways.
Why would a horseshoe be... Like, I just heard in general a horseshoe is lucky.
Well, it depends on if it's upright or... like down. So upright is where it's like a U. Yeah. And down is where it's like an N. So if it's upright, your good fortune is supposed to be collected in it when you come through the door. So like every time you come home, all of your good fortune is stored up there. But if it's facing the other way, it's unlucky because nothing gets stored. It keeps falling out. It's not like a bucket.
Eating certain foods on New Year's Day is supposed to bring... All right, so that was... on your wedding day, wear something borrowed, something blue, something old, something new.
Yeah,
I've always heard that.
Did you do that one for your wedding?
I completely forgot all that.
Yeah.
So I forgot my something old, which was supposed to be my grandma's pendant. I forgot that. Definitely didn't wear something blue. I had new because I had new jewelry and new dress and all that shit. I almost had... I did have something borrowed. My veil was borrowed. Okay. I almost had something else borrowed. Underwear.
Oh gosh, you forgot your...
No. I'm not gonna get it. My Aunt Flo visited me.
Bless your heart on your wedding.
Yeah, my white dress.
That sounds awful. But it was
Anyway, I almost had. I mean,
ooh, if you hear a owl hoot, someone will die.
Oh, but I read that owls in general were unlucky. Like if you saw an owl, it's a bad omen. If you heard an owl, that's a bad omen. Just in general, I read that the owls were really unlucky.
In my grandmother's house, which is right next to my parents' house, and well, now it is. And I used to, always be at my grandmother's house. In the back, it's like always dark back there. So when I was younger, I was always freaked out to go back there because they never had like a hall light on or anything. There's no windows. So it's really, really dark. And my grandfather had this stuffed owl, and it was freaky because it had like its arms open. Scared the hell out of me all the time. I'd have to go back there to go to the bathroom because that's where the bathroom was. I hated it. I would like sprint through the hallway to get back there. And I don't know why, but it always gave me the heebie-jeebies.
Why?
But I do really like owls. I think owls are adorable.
I think they're beautiful creatures, but like they're really
I didn't know they were
unlucky,
supposed to be unlucky. I just thought that one was very scary.
Not just unlucky, like ominous, like something's gonna die. Like if you have an owl, if an owl gets into your house, you're dead.
Uh-oh. There was an owl that jumped into our car once.
Oh, jeez.
After Mom hit it with a car. And
that owl was unlucky. It got hit by a car.
It's fine. It was a little baby owl. It was so cute. Knocking on wood. Yeah. If you say something positive, so yeah. Avoiding a jinx.
I looked up that one.
This one says knock on wood 3 times. I usually just knock on wood.
No, 3 times. I do 3.
Really?
But I looked up why they think knocking on wood has originated. Because crosses in the old time were made out of wood. Mm-hmm. And like, I guess like knocking on wood, like, I don't know. That's how
knocking on the cross.
That's how it got linked. I don't know. But what's that one? Predicting the gender of a baby was done by suspending the wedding ring over. Oh,
I have seen that.
I did this. I don't. How new is this article? Because I did that. That's like. Okay, so you take your wedding ring. I did this for my baby.
And you put it on a string.
And you put it on a string. Oh, well, no, not just a string. A lock of hair.
Oh, a lock of hair.
Yeah, I don't know if that one says string or not, but I was told do a lock of hair. And then you go between your fingers. I mean, you can YouTube this. It's on everything. I think this is like Chinese or something. This is Chinese tradition. Go around your fingers and then back again, and then tap your hand and then bring it up. Now, if it swings back and forth, I think it was a boy. And if it does circles around your hand, it's a girl. And then
well, this says do it over your belly.
Oh, your belly? I just did it over my hand.
Was yours correct?
Mine was correct.
Did you get the same result each time, or did you do like best 3 out of 5?
Nope, each time. And I got only 2 children because so I did the first, and I was a boy first, and I desperately wanted a girl first. So like I thought in my head, subconsciously, I'm going to try to move this ring to get a girl. Like my hand's just going to do it. Because like I thought your hand would justify like which way your, ring was going to flow. But so subconsciously, like, well, I want a girl. Like, obviously, like, I'm just going to accidentally do that. But each time I got a boy first and then a girl and then it stopped. So, like, I would do it, tap my hand, it would swing back and forth. I'm like, all right. So then you tap your hand again to make it stop. And then go again around your fingers, tap your hand, bring it up, and then do a circle. And then you tap your hand to make it stop. Go again. And you keep doing it until the ring stops moving. And then it stopped after 1 boy, 1 girl.
So you got 1 of each?
Yeah. So I got boy first and then girl second. So
if I would discount this.
Why?
Superstition. Because you got 1 each and you had a boy.
No. The number of children. So like it will keep going. So like what if I only?
So you're saying it's supposed to predict your second child
as
well.
It's going to predict the number of children. So like what if I only want 2 children, but I did it 5 times? Like I might accidentally have 5 children, but I really.
Oh, so don't do this unless you want extra children.
Well, or I mean, what if you do want extra children? You only get 1, so then you might. It's going to predict. It's supposed to predict the gender and how many children you're going to have.
I don't like this superstition. I think this is lame.
No, it's. There's so many people on YouTube that actually like do it, and they're like, yeah, my sister did it and it was true, and like I did it and it was true. It stopped after 2 kids, and like if I always said if I have a boy and a girl, then I'm done. If I have like a boy, I'm gonna try for a girl. If I have a girl, then I'm gonna try for a boy. So I max 3, minimum 2, and it stopped at 2. And instead, my first one was gonna be a boy, and my first one was a boy.
Interesting.
Are there any other ones?
No, I think that's.
I mean, I don't even know how long we've been talking.
Superstitions. We probably.
Oh, almost 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're probably tired of us by now.
Yeah. So if you guys have any other superstitions that we didn't cover that you're like, damn, that's a good one, I should tell them.
We
Leave a
might just not
comment.
know about it. So
Yeah.
definitely.
Leave a comment and tell us.
Yeah, because I really like knowing what superstitions are out there that I break constantly. So.
Yeah, for real.
All right, guys. So we'll see you next Sunday.
Yep. Bye.